Hi everybody, welcome back to Barbara's Den. I want to share this Father's Day weekend violence with you. On Facebook, I saw this article on the Successful Ladies Live on Facebook, and she posted it to her page. And according to the article, it says toddler, 3 teens among 9 dead, 56 was shot in Chicago Father's Day weekend violence. So, according to the article, it says 9 people have been killed, 4 of them minors, and 47 others have been wounded in shootings across Chicago so far. I don't know why you darken up. So far, on Father's Day weekend, a teenage girl, 2 teen boys, and a 3-year-old are among the dead. I'm hearing ambulances, all kind of sirens. I'm in the country area, so that's all off on the highway out there. I don't know what happened, if a house on fire, a shooting or whatever, but my little circle out here is pretty quiet. It sounds like it coming here. But I'm gonna finish this article and can't concentrate because we don't hear sirens out here like that. It's usually at night when I'm in the house and hear nothing. That sounds like a fire truck. Anyway, a 27-year-old man was driving his 3-year-old son in the 600 block of North Central Avenue when a blue Hyundai pulled up and fired into the car just before 6:30 Saturday night, according to police. Police said the man was only grazed, but the 3-year-old was hit in the back and later died. It stops. I don't know if it stopped somewhere here or went on down toward Paxville. But anyway, our city collective. Wait a minute. The father drove the boy to West Suburban Medical Center in Oak Park, police said. But the boy was pronounced dead shortly after arriving. The father was also treated for a grazed wound to the abdomen. Now, they're saying these people died, but there is always in Chicago a massive amount of people being shot and killed. And for what I understand, that's on an everyday basis. So I want to think they want to take this few isolated shootings and add it to all the other ones that goes on every day in Chicago with police presence. They're talking about defunding the police. So my thing is defunding the police. Basically, the police being funded wasn't helping these shootings. Why would defunding the police make it any worse? Because basically black people in their own neighborhood, when you see things going on, you just don't allow it to happen to your family. But anyway, our city collective heart breaks. I don't know why this mayor coming out. Because this goes on all the time. You're just using this day. They seem to be using this Father's Day weekend as a moment. But anyway, there are simply no words to describe such a heinous, unconscious act of cowardness to shoot a toddler, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot tweeted after hearing the incident. It's going on every day over there, so I hear. Our city collective heart. That's what she says anyway. Then about 2 hours later, a 13-year-old girl was fatally shot in the 1000 block of North LeClaire Avenue in Austin neighborhood. Police say 2 teenage boys were sitting on a porch when one noticed a laser pointed at him. If I see a laser pointed at him, pointed at me, I'm instantly moving. You gonna catch, like when I got sick 10 years ago and I didn't know what was going on. I said death is going to catch me on the move. 10 years later, I'm still moving because I was sick with them messing, didn't know what was wrong at the time. So gunshots followed. The boys were both hit, but taken to hospital in good condition. If you see a laser, you know to scatter. Oh, if you get me, you could be aiming for a moving target, because I'm not gonna sit there. Anyway, according to investigators, the 13-year-old girl was inside the home when a bullet struck her in the right side of the neck. She was taken to the hospital but later died. 2 teenage boys was killed just over an hour before that in South Chicago. The boys 16 and 17 were in an alley about 5:10 p.m. in the 7900. But why they showing all these numbers? These numbers mean something? Do I need to decode these numbers? Because usually when they're talking about what happened when people died, they don't go into details as of what block it was on. It seems to me there's some decoding need to be done here. But anyway, 7900 block of South Luella Avenue when a male suspect approached them and fired shots. Police said, I wonder what did these male suspects have on? Did they have on blackface? Were they in all black? Because shooters go on, the gangs over there shoot up every day. So what is so different about these? Why are they targeting these particular people? Now, the 17-year-old was shot in the back, chest, and hand, while the 16-year-old was shot in the back and side. Both were taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center where they were in a gang. It doesn't ring gang violence to me. It ring targeted to me. But anyway, well, that's it for this article. That's it. I think that's just what I mean. Well, did I hit something that sent me somewhere? I do have a tendency. Oh, there you go. So, wait a minute. I must have scrolled down. Okay, there's some more. All of these shootings. They're just going through all of these shootings. There's a lot of shootings. All of these number 40-year-old man. Okay, here's the one at 7900 block. I went to touching it before I went scroll real fast. The latest fatal shooting left a man dead and 3 others injured early Sunday in the Humboldt Park. The men were arguing with a group about 12:04 a.m. in the 2600 block of West Potomac Avenue when they were shot, police said. I just think this goes on every day. They're just making a story out of it today. Telling a story. A 40-year-old man was shot multiple times and was pronounced dead on the scene. 2 other men, 23 and 21, both went to Stroger. At least they're sending them to different hospitals and not sending them all to one hospital where the hospital locks itself down and got everybody out in the parking lot screaming and hollering because they won't take no more people. So they're taking them to different hospitals this time. 2 other men, 23 and 21, both, and you notice all of these are young people. All of these are young people, and these are probably young people that are doing something with their lives. Both went to Stroger Hospital in good condition. The older man was shot in the knee and hip, while the younger man was shot in both legs. These people, they're shooting all kind of limbs. A 4th man, 34, was shot in his legs, and he was treated and released from the Mount Sinai Hospital. 2 men were shot, one of them fatally, in another attack Saturday evening in Austin. Officers responding to reports of persons shot 7:46 p.m. in the 200 block of North Central Avenue found the 2 men on the sidewalk. Police said a 27-year-old was shot in the torso and taken to West Suburban Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. The other man, 32, was hit in the left foot. Why are you going all these other details? And taken to the same hospital in good condition. Less than an hour before that, a man was fatally shot and another was injured in Logan Square on the northeast side. I mean, it is all over Chicago shooting. The men 23 and 24 were outside about 7 p.m. in the 1900 block of Northwestern Avenue when a group of males approached them yelling gang slogans, according to police. Yelling gang slogans? Gangs don't yell gang slogans and shoot people. That's not what they do. At least that's not what I don't. At least that's not what I sense to do. Because they got, my kids are grown up. They had all kind of gang stuff out here shooting each other up. With the yell out gang slogans? Know about that. The group was asked what gang. The group asked what gang the men were with, and a fight ensued. If the group asked what gang they with, apparently it wasn't with no gang. It was probably some. It was just probably what they call these people that these people that go around and just shoot. They go to the air and start shooting and looting and burning down and whatever. Probably some of those kind of people that just out there using this particular COVID-19 and this Black Lives Matter stuff. They just go around Chicago shooting people, getting a moment. And it's in a fighting suit. During the altercation, one of the males pulled out a gun and fired shot. You could say, what gang you in? You just pull out a gun and start shooting. That's a gang mentality. The 23-year-old man was struck in the neck and pronounced dead on the scene. Police said. They're trying to make this out to be a gang-related stuff. Gang members just going around Chicago shooting. That doesn't sound like what this is. It doesn't sound like what this is. From my understanding of it, my area has been cleaned out of these gangs people. Way back when the kids were young, teenagers, early 20s. Clean the area out. Well, I think they're about to gentrify this area in, because you can imagine why I would think that. But anyway, when they were out here shooting and carrying on and all of that, they were shooting each other. They get in fights, mess with each other's house or whatever, mess with each other's dog, and they will fight among each other and shoot each other. So I don't know anything about gangs coming and just shooting random people for no reason. Not from a black mentality. But anyway, the 20-year-old man was struck in the neck, read that already. Another man was killed Friday night in Garfield Park on West Side. They're talking to everybody reading this article is going to know all these places. Anyway, he was driving about 10:25 p.m. in the 41 block of West Congress Parkway. So all of these names of these streets want us to think all of Chicago is just shooting all of Chicago everywhere. I don't know where that's coming, but I'll see. He was driving about, where did it pass? I can see who that driving with that loud noise. Yeah, you out here driving these little things. These people out here got little golf carts, little dirt bikes, all kind of stuff riding out here. Anyway, he was dropped about in the 4100 block when a black SUV approached and someone inside fired into the vehicle, Chicago police said. So, what are you calling Chicago police for? They're not doing it. This goes on every day. So what are the police doing? Nothing. Now they're talking about defunding the police. So, defund, fund, either way, the black community is getting gunned down. Anyway. Amos Cullum, 33, was shot multiple times and taken to the hospital, where he died at 10:49. Police and the Cook County Medical Examiner Office said he lived in Austin. The weekend earliest homicide happened less than an hour earlier blocks away in Austin. 3 men were outside about 9:52 p.m. in the 4800 block of the West Gladys Avenue when someone in a passing vehicle unleashed gunfire, police said. What is this, an obituary? Johnny Tiju, 33, was shot in the neck and taken to Scrunger Hospital where he pronounced dead according to the police and the medical examiner office. He lived in Washington Park. A 34-year-old man was shot in the foot and is in good condition at West Suburban Medical Center in Oak Park. Police said, how much shot in the foot? What is they trying to tell us? Back to a Kuta Kinte, you get the foot cut off. So these are particular people getting shot in the foot. Anyway, a 43-year-old man who was shot in the lower back took himself to Mount Sinai Hospital where he was listed in fair condition. In non-fatal shootings, a teen boy was shot early Sunday, Humboldt Park on the west side. 17-year-old was in a vehicle with 3 other people at 12:36 a.m. on West Hurst Street when someone walked up and started shooting, according to police. The vehicle took off and hit several parked cars. The 4 occupants got out, at which point the suspect shot the teen in the abdomen. He was taken to Scrunger Hospital in fair condition. Another teen boy was grazed by a bullet early Saturday in Little Italy. Sounds like a Italian company, Italian town. Anyway, the 17-year-old boy was driving about 12:45 a.m. on South North Street when someone in gold sedan fired shots, police said. He was grazed in the rib cage and taken to Mount Sinai Hospital in good condition. A few minutes later, a 64-year-old woman was shot inside her home in Humboldt Park on West Side. She was inside at 12:49 a.m. in the 100 block of North London Lawndale Avenue when bullets came through her window, according to police. The woman was hit in the arm and taken to Norwell American Hospital in fair condition. She did not appear to be the shooter's intended target. She probably was. The weekend, because these shootings all seems random to me. They all seem random. They're just randomly targeting everybody they see. This doesn't sound like a gang-related thing at all, at least not among black people, at least not in a black community. It sounds like outside people to me. But anyway, the weekend earliest instance of gun violence wounded a 35-year-old woman Friday evening in South Shore. She was with a group of people about 6:30 p.m. in a 7400 block of South Phillips Avenue when a light-colored SUV. Why all of these in SUVs? Not all of them, but SUVs. Pulled up and someone inside opened fire. Police said she was shot in the arm and her condition was stabilized in the University of Chicago Medical Center. At least 33 other people had been hurt in the shootings in Chicago since 5 p.m. Friday. So you start 5 p.m. people just randomly started shooting black people. Just wherever they see them. That's what it looks like to me. The Sun-Times media report contributed to this article. So, all of this shooting in the black neighborhood, this showing black people, black lives really don't matter. And I don't think there are black lives doing all this shooting. According to the article, at the beginning, it talks about 3 teens among 9 dead, 56 shot in Chicago. It seems to, from all this reading, I wasn't counting, it seems to me that more than 9 is dead, but 56 is shot Father's Day weekend. So what is this 56? What is this 56? It seems to need to be some coding with these numbers here. Because I've been doing some research and understanding and learning numerology since 2017 when I started my spiritual journey. I know three stands for change. 3 stands for change. Everything around you changes, though you stay the same. 9 dead. 9 is a number of completion because it's the number of the universal cycle. It lasts 9 years, and then it start back at 1, which means the beginning or new start, new beginning, new start. So it's a new start of opportunities or whatever it may be mean to you. 56 shots. So 9, since it means a number of completion, dead. Maybe the killing is going to end. Then you got 1 toddler and 3 teenagers. I guess the 3 teenagers they're going to make change, though they stay to change. Things are going to change around them. And 56, that's 11, which is a master number 11, which means illumination, enlightenment. So 56 dead is enlightenment. The enlightenment I got from that is basically with what's going on now. It just enlightened me to that. This is not gangs. In Chicago, it's usually gangs that are shooting each other. From listening to Pharaoh said that channel, the shooters, most of them among gangs and young people. But this right here, it just randomly shooting everybody. Children, babies, teenagers, older person that was 64, older woman sitting in her house. This is showing we could get you anywhere. The young teenage girl sitting in her house, the older lady sitting in her house. Then you got a 64-year-old man, I guess he's hanging outside or whatever, getting shot in the foot. That tells me some Kuta Kinte's. Crazy thing is, they shoot the man in the foot. You see 2 teenagers in an alley, you just run up and they shoot these 2 teenagers in the alley. Well, what's that about? And Father's Day weekend. I'm hearing more police cars. Something really happened. I'm using it in my house and I'm never hearing all this, but I'm outside hearing it today. Because I hear this little seating area in my backyard. It's a nice little area under the tree. But anyway, I guess I found out about it in the paper or my daughter said, Mama, you hear about this? Mama, you know this happened? And she lived in Georgia, then she called and tell me what happened. But when her husband moved back now. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos, see more videos of information I come across. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.